Hi, my name is Jenny. Welcome to the Unconventional Coach. Today I want to talk about low self-esteem. So, low self-esteem is the negative opinion of yourself. And that generally comes from, for example, childhood trauma, or if you had negative adult influence in your life, social comparisons. If you're trying to compare your life to somebody you see, especially on the internet, people will see the ideal internet scrolling through on Facebook or Instagram, and they will wonder why their life's not like that. What are they missing out on? Negative self-talk. Negative self-talk is big, especially if you make mistakes. Are you then putting yourself down? Are you not being forgiving of the mistake or making it out to be perhaps worse than it actually is? Perfectionism. A lot of people set unrealistic expectations of themselves. They expect to look a certain way, to have a certain weight, to have a certain hair color, for example, or to have a certain job by a certain age. And if they don't meet that deadline or whatever that idea is, then they automatically think that they aren't good enough. They didn't do something right. Another one is cultural influence. There's a lot of pressure to look a certain way or to have a certain level of success. And sometimes if people don't have that, or if they don't fit into what they believe to be the societal norms, then they will feel bad about themselves or put themselves down. So what I'd like you to do today is think about these questions while I ask them and what it could mean to you. So the first one is, when do you feel like you are not enough, and what triggers that feeling? I know for me personally, sometimes I will feel that if I'm looking at other coaches online and I see, oh, they have a bigger following, or, oh, people really like to listen to what they have to say, and I'll compare that a little bit, but then I'll check myself and realize, some of these people have been doing this for 20 or 30 years, and I am not that somebody, so it's okay that I am not at their level. What is one area of your life that you notice low self-esteem showing up the most? For me, it used to be my appearance. I used to really obsess over that and compare myself to other people a lot. But then I decided to try dancing. You might think that sounds funny, but dancing really brought out my confidence in myself. I had found a school where the people are really supportive of all ages and sizes, and they will just lift you up, and it really just made me feel a whole lot better about myself. So if you can find some activity to do that boosts your self-esteem, then try that out. That's a really good thing. Now, going forward from here, what is one daily habit that you can start to boost your self-esteem? Like affirmations or journaling or some kind of self-care. I had tried affirmations for a while. I do still do those occasionally, but I much prefer journaling. I like to think of things that I'm proud of myself for doing. I think when you acknowledge your accomplishments, that it can really, over time, boost your opinion of yourself, which is a good thing. So that's what I choose. Another one is, let's see, what achievement are you not giving yourself enough credit for? And this is big because we will go through life and have huge accomplishments and huge amazing things happen and just not acknowledge it or not see the value or the worth in it. So what is something that you have accomplished that you're actually really proud of? And say it out loud. Say what you have done. I think for me, there's a few that come to mind right away, and I'm going to leave my children out of it because I think that would always be somebody's answer. So if I want to look at things I've done for myself, that would be an accomplishment, okay? So let's see. I've finished some sprint triathlons, dead last, still finished them, right? I've done some 24-hour races, again, way at the back of the crowd, doesn't matter, I still did them. I published the Guided Personal Development Journal. I never would have done that before, but I really wanted something like that to put out there, so I did that. And let's see, if I want to pick one more, let's see. Uh, oh, so doing my very first speaking gig. That was a huge thing because I've done talks in front of people at work, but being on a whole nother level out on a stage, that's different. And I was really proud of myself for that. So look at things that you have done and find something to celebrate. And then the last thing I want you to think about is, what legacy do you want to leave that has nothing to do with perfection and everything to do with authenticity? So this one I take to heart on what I want to leave behind, right? For my children, I want them to know that they can always be themselves. They do not have to fit in. They all have their own unique talents, unique things to give to the world, and I want them to embrace that fully. I want to be able to help as many people as I possibly can through my coaching to get over obstacles, to find their motivation, find their focus, find that success they've just been trying so hard to do. And through my speaking, I want to really connect with people who've had significant hardships and obstacles, show them they're not alone, and give them ways that they can move past that and start living life in a whole fresh new way. And none of that is about perfection. None of that is about, oh, I need to be like so-and-so, or I need to be like so-and-so. No, it's me being me, providing what value I possibly can to this world before I leave. So think about that. Think about what legacy you want to be left behind. And when you start wrapping all of these things together and reframe things in a more positive way, you'll see that over time your self-esteem will get higher and higher and higher, and your confidence will be through the roof. So give it a try. Let me know how it goes for you. Let me know in the comments, and have a great day. Thanks.